Shalom lacham, shalom everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Aneya Ohanan. I go by the name Habare on YouTube. If it's your first time joining this channel, please consider to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Your comment allows this channel to grow. Your comment, your likes, it gives the channel an opportunity to grow with the algorithm, YouTube ones. And subscriptions are free. You're not paying for it. You're not joining as a member, but you subscribing. You just press the subscription button and nothing is taken from your account at all. So again, thank you for watching this video. Please watch it from the beginning to the end. And again, this is a reaction video. This is about something that I've seen just so recently on YouTube, and I believe that the information that's given out there, they're wrong. So I'm going to clarify, and I'm not going to do the entire video. I'm going to go with I'm going to go point by point so that the video it doesn't have to be very long, but I can do part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, according to certain section of the video. So this is going to be maybe 2 points or 3 points I'm going to touch, but there's certain things that will fly around because that's part of, you have to clarify a lot of things. So again, let's watch the video. Then I'm not going to introduce the person because he's a scholar.
So he's fearless, well-researched, and by far one of the most sought-after speakers of our time in this continent. Please help me welcome Bishop Joshua Maponga. I'll say Bishop Marara Joshua Maponga.
Okay, so as you can see, it's Bishop Joshua Maponga, or Joshua Marara Maponga. Is a scholar, according to himself, according to the presenter or the person who's doing the interview, is well researched. So meaning, where people look after him for wisdom, direction into the scriptures. These are people that are Pan-Africanist. So again, let's watch the next segment of the video and then we can talk.
You are a third generation of the gospel.
Yes, sir.
You come from a lineage of ministers, and so church is not foreign.
We share that in common.
We share that in common.
Yeah.
However,
Now, see pastors' kids.
The first one is the African representation in the Bible. I grew up going to school, and Bible study was Jesus, long hair, blue eyes, blonde, right? And in my own grandfather's church, the same representation. And then I had an argument one day with my grandfather that says, if the Jews are the chosen nation, what about me because I'm not Jewish? And these are things I'm struggling with because I cannot be a recipient of Abraham's blessing if I'm not I'm not of his descendant.
It's a long, deep question.
Yes, sir.
Which might not be covered in one answer.
I understand.
But maybe to start off the conversation will be to clarify the issue of Jewish and the issue of Hebrew.
Okay.
Totally separate them.
Okay.
If you go back in the book of Kings, when the 10 nations
Yes.
were taken by the Assyrians,
Yes, sir.
and absorbed into the world.
Yes, sir.
Take note, in those nations included were the 10 tribes.
Okay.
The Jews are the only 2 tribes that remained behind. That is Benjamin and Judah.
Right.
But
Okay, so the guy is asking about the African representation in the scriptures and how him not being a Jewish or a Jew or of a descent of Abraham, how does he benefit from the blessings of Abraham? Because the scripture say that. Now, one thing that's now the scholar or the bishop misses. It's true when he's talking about the northern kingdom, okay? Because Ya Oshrael, so the nation of Israel, which was known as Yaoshrol, not Israel. Israel or Israel, it's a new name. It's Canaanite signature mixed with Greek. So you will hear me mostly saying Yaoshrol because that's the real name in the Paleo Hebrew. The word Hebrew is a misnomer from Greek. The Greek who couldn't say Chabare or Chabar, they went with, because in their language they did not have a fricative, guttural, fricative, pharyngeal, fricative, guttural sound or letter, a letter that gives that sound. So they went with what was good for them, and they say Ibraios. But the real word is, the real pronunciation is Chabar or Chabare, which is as known as today as Hebrew. So you will hear me really saying Chabar or Chabare. Chabarim is Hebrews. So again, so this man is talking about the Northern Kingdom being, was taken captive. Yes, it was run by Assyrians, and and they took, in the Northern Kingdom, there were 10 tribes, and the Southern Kingdom was composed of 2 tribes, the tribe of Yaoda and the tribe of Banyamin. Now, in the Northern Kingdom, had Rauban or Reuben, Shamayon or Simon. You have Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Yash, Shachar, Zabulon, Aparim, and Manasseh. Those are the 10 tribes that had composed or constituted the Northern Kingdom. But you got to remember, usually it's spoken about 10 tribes of Yaoshrol. I have done a video about this. 10 tribes or 12 tribes of Yaoshrol, or 12 tribes of Israel. They're not 12, they're 13 tribes. Remember that Yahoshakab, Jacob, had 12 kids. One was sold by his brothers to Mitzrayim, Egypt. So then, when Yahoshakab went to Yahoshakab, who was known as Jacob, his real name is Yahoshakab, means Yahweh supplants. So Yahoshakab, when they went to Mitzrayim, he reunited with his son Yahosap. Yahosap means Yahoo-headed. So they reunited. He reunited with his lost son, and at the time they met, Yahosap had 2 kids already from an Egyptian woman. So when he was already in Egypt, he had 2 kids when his father got there. So his father then told him, since I've lost time with you, these 2 kids that you had will now become my kids, right? Then he took those 2 kids, I believe it's Manasseh and Aparim. So he took those 2 kids, and they become, he now constituted them, they become among his, it was headed to his 11 kids, because he was left with 11 kids. So they become now 13. That's why Yahosap has 2 portions, right? So because of that. Then, now when the land got distributed after Mitzrayim by Masha is Moses. His real name is Masha. So when the land got distributed, they, by instruction of the high power, or Alaim, not Elohim. Elohim is Canaanite signature. So we don't say Elohim, we say Alaim. So when Yahweh, Alaim gave instruction to Masha to distribute the land, the Loem, or the Levi, the priest tribe, that's the Levi. They don't work the land. They never got a piece of land. So it was distributed among 12 of those children, right? And the 13th one had to be everywhere because they were priests. They are priests, so they needed to administer the priesthood in every land because you needed to have priests everywhere. Yaoda had priests, Zabalon had priests, Aparem had priests, Shamayon had priests, Gad, Dan, Manasseh, Naphtali, Benjamin. Now, when at certain stage, when then this, that's how it was. They had to have priests everywhere. So that's a bit of the thing now. When the northern kingdom got captured by the Babylonian, they went and they never returned in masses as they were taken. So it is said that they got, went into what is called as Africa today. And so the nation of Yaoshra'al was now left with 12 tribes, Benjamin and Yaoda. But then some came back. Some of those tribes did come back into Yaoshra'al, but not in masses as they were taken. That's the thing. So when someone says that the Jews, the tribe or the Jews are the two tribes, Benjamin and Judah, or Benjamin and Yaoda, is wrong, okay? Because Jew is not it's Yaoda, it's Judah. It's the tribe of Judah. Benjamin or Benjamin, it's not Judah. They are different. It's another tribe. So because Judah was running the kingdom does not mean that Benjamin become Judah. No, they still separated. That is only an outsider who doesn't understand the scriptures, who doesn't understand the language, because you have to understand the language and you have to understand then the scripture. Then you can understand the scriptures. Then you can start looking properly why. Because all Hebrews are not Israel. And that's one of the mistakes that a lot of people are making. All Hebrews are not Israel or Yaoshra'al, but all Yaoshra'al are Hebrews. So Benjamin or Benjamin, they are Hebrews. Yaoda is Hebrew, the Hebrew. Lohe, Naphtali, Shameon, Rauban or Reuben, Dan, Gad, Manasseh, they all Hebrews, but they are not all Judah or Shamaon. They are different tribes. That's how the nation is composed. So this guy to say that the southern kingdom was considered of two tribes, they are now Benjamin and Judah, the Jews, is wrong. He doesn't understand, because for you to say that, meaning you don't even understand, because he tried to say it's two tribes, but yet at the same time he's putting them in the same box. No, it's the same nation. They are the same nation. All these people are the same nation. It's just the different tribes. And the tribes does not mean that you are not a brother to me or a sister to me, or you are in a different nation. No, they are the same nation. It's just that the mankind, greed and everything and fighting, they separated. And they got punished for that, because there was a punishment for it. That's why they got capped, run down by Babylon. So saying that Benjamin and Judah, they are Jew, they're not Jew. Okay, they're Hebrews, yes, but it's two tribes, Benjamin and Yaoda. One of the point. Now, this is one of the next point that I'm going to speak about, of the blessing, because this is the last point. I don't want this video to be too long. So when it comes to the blessings of Abraham, when Abraham was blessed, not Abraham, no, the ha in the middle or the h is silent. You don't pronounce it. It's Abraham. So not Abraham. So when Abraham was blessed, his seeds were blessed. So meaning his first one, so the firstborn of Abraham from the Egyptian woman or the servant was Yaoshmael. Yaoshmael means Yao is the God or the deity that year. That's what the name means, Yaoshmael. Then Yaoshmael, after that, Abram then had a promised child, Yaotzakak or Isaac. Yaoshmael is the one who's known as Ismail. He's a Hebrew child. That child also benefits the blessings. The only way you get those blessings that you need to follow due process. So Yaoshmael and his descendant will benefit if they come back to what Abraham believed in. So you have Yaoshmael, or the one is known as Ismail, and Abraham then had Yaotzakak from his wife, Sarah. So Yaotzakak is the one who's known as Isaac. Now, Isaac has two kids. All those kids are Hebrew because Abraham is Hebrew. So Yaotzakak then had twins, right? Esau, Hasho, his real name is in Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, not in modern Hebrew. Okay? In Paleo Hebrew, his name is Hasho, which is known as Esau in English. Then he had so Esau, and the other twin brother is Yaohakab, means Yao supplants. Yaohakab was known as Jacob, right? So those two are also Hebrew because their father is Hebrew. Their Greek grandfather Abraham is Hebrew, so they are also Hebrew. It's not the mother that defined the nation of the child. That's why people fight patriarchal, because the Greek wanted they wanted to have get a Hebrew woman and have kids with them so that those kids can become Hebrews. That's why we refuse Paul's identity as a Hebrew, because his father was not Hebrew. So his mom might be Hebrew or in that line, but his father was not Hebrew, so he cannot be Hebrew. Then, so you have then Yaotzakak and so who had Jacob and Esau, they're all Hebrew. Now, Jacob then, there's two brothers or the two twins then separated, become two nations, two different nations, right? So Jacob is now will become Yaoshar'al. Yaoshar'al means Yah, prince with the deity or the high power Yao. So the first letter is a diminutive form of the divine name, because when a theophoric name, that is a theophoric name. A theophoric name is the divine name incorporated in, when you incorporate a divine name in a human's name, that when you name your child, you want to incorporate a divine name, you write that name in a diminutive form. And there is 4 ways to do that. Okay, either it's the first one is just with one letter, the first one, which is Ya, or the second one is with the second form is with the 2 letters, Ya and Ha. So the first 2 letters of the divine name. Or the third one is with the first 3 letters of the divine name. It's Ya, Ha, and Wa. You combine it, then you put a title to it, so that it's become your child's name. And then also, you can have the fourth way to incorporate the divine name in your child's name is by putting it as a suffix. So you will have Ya, Ha as a suffix at the end of either it's a verb or it's just so that is very like Yashaya or Isaiah. His real name is Yashaya, or Yao saves. His name, not Isaiah, his name is Yashayahu, from the root verb Yashai, to save. So that is how the names are given. So Yahushar'al, it means prince with the Shah is the Shah means prince or ruler, and Al is Alaim or Alae, and Yao, so prince with the deity Yao, the Yao Shara'al name of or Israel, that is known as Israel. So sorry, Joshua Maponga, you are totally wrong about the Hebrew, the Jews, or what is a Hebrew, the tribes, and about the benefits of the seeds of the blessings of Abraham is you have to call up on the deity of Abraham. The reason we do that, when people say, oh, they call, but you guys call on the deity of foreigner ancestors. Abraham is not a foreigner ancestor, and we don't call up on Abraham. And here's the difference: we do not call up on Abraham. The scripture says, "Ala e Abraham, ala e Yaotzakak, wa ala e Yaochakam." So if I'm saying ala e Abraham means the high power of Abraham, and I say ala e Yaotzakak, the high power of Yaotzakak or Isaac, and wa ala e, the third one, you say wa ala e Yaochakab, and the high power of Yaochakab. Why we do that? When I'm saying that that is the one that they called upon in the time of need or support or assistance. That's the person they relied on, Yahweh. So by saying Allah Abraham, I'm not calling on Abraham, I'm calling on who Abraham called. An example on that, if you go to Psalm 99, chapter 5, I believe. If you go to Psalm 99, verse 5, I believe, it says, I'm just going to go, Masha wa Aran Bachaneo wa Shamual Bakar Eshamo Kar Yaem Al Yao Haho Yainam. So Masha and Aran were among his priests, and Shamual also was among them. They called upon him, and he answered them. So that's all. We're not saying we call up on the one who answers. We do not call up on Abraham. Abraham is dead. Yaochakab is dead. Yaotzakak, they're all dead. We don't call up on the dead. We call up on the one they called before they passed on. They were calling on someone to help them, and we're calling up on that one. So when you say the God of Abraham, it does not mean that you're calling upon Abraham. Nobody, I never seen a scripture say that. It doesn't say it. It says, Ala e Abraham, ala e Yaotzakak, wa ala e Yaochaka, Baruch Yao ala e Yao Shara'al, Macholam wa Chad Cholam, Aman wa Aman. Ala e Abraham, ala e Yaotzakak, wa ala e Yaochaka, God, the high power of Abraham, Yaotzakak, and Yaochaka, blessed be Yao, the God, the high power of Yao Shara'al, from eternity to eternity. Aman. Shalom Wacham. Shalom, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please consider to like, share, comment, and more. I'm going to do another one tomorrow and after that, so that I can, there's 2 points, there's some points there. I don't want to do everything right now. So following next one will be now the other about the Messiah's name and some other points.